This video is brought to you by Joa, maker of premium Tesla and vehicle accessories. Claim your discount by using the link in the description below. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another full self-driving supervised video. We are getting updates and updates and updates. So now we're on 13.2 still, .7 instead of .5 or .6. We're now on .7. Release notes are still not changing. Cybertruck still cannot go into reverse. It cannot go into FSD out of park yet. Nothing like that, but we're going to test it out here, and we're just going to do a normal drive. I'm just going home. So going home from work, this is one of my favorite kind of use cases to test for a few reasons. Number one, it's nice to repeat similar routes a lot. We can really pick out, now that FSD is like pretty good, you know, minus the running red lights and stuff. Now that it's pretty good, it gets harder to really pick out what's better. And I'm always skeptical even of myself sometimes when I do a drive and I'm like, wow, that does feel smoother. Like maybe it was just a smooth day, right? Maybe I just think it's smoother because it's an update, or maybe it really was smoother. And we don't have like a concrete way to tell besides the data that I include at the end. But even that is kind of fallible depending on how you're looking at it. So we're going to take this route. And then tomorrow I'm probably going to go into downtown again with the Model Y and see if it'll make that same mistake where it was running the red light. I know the Model Y videos are a little more popular because a lot more people have them, but we'll go back and forth between the Y and the Cybertruck. Also trying out some different camera angles. I have like that rear cam on me, so let me know what you think. I need to get it a little higher in the air. I have a higher stick for that coming in today, but yeah, let me know what you think. I'm just trying to spice it up a little bit, change some stuff up, and get some nice angles. So this drive has kind of a lot of different things in it. We have the beginning, which is kind of getting out of town, little roundabout action, some unmarked roads that the speed limit is kind of messed up for FSD, so it's always fun to see how it handles that. Then we got some highway, which is usually really good now, usually not having to do anything on the highway. And then we'll go back into some more like urban stuff and some divided highways and all kinds of stuff, and then dirt roads at the end. And we get to see how FSD handles all of those things. So yeah, we'll just see how it's doing here today. I have found going to the 13.2.6 update, at least in the Model Y, the hesitations and stuff do feel a lot better. Even, you know, I found it on video, but even just my daily driving, I'm finding you stop at a stop sign, you go really quickly, so that's felt really nice. Cybertruck I haven't driven as much, but I will say it was feeling really good this morning, so we got to speed up here at that speed limit end sign. We need to go faster than this, so the speed limit right now is 55. Oh, we're maxed at 40, so let me up that. We'll say it can go up to 60. We'll let the truck do it. So it is speeding up here. So it's actually doing the correct thing, surprisingly, even though it says on the screen at least that the speed limit is 35. We don't know how it makes these decisions in the background and stuff, but somehow this is more appropriate. Now it should be going 55. That's the speed limit here, but it doesn't have a 55 sign. But this is not terrible. I'm kind of okay with this. But Cybertruck felt really good this morning. Again, it was taken off. Hurry mode has been a little, not hesitant, but a little like below the speed limit for me, which I really don't enjoy. Speed limit is standard. Below speed limit should be chill. We have a mode for hurry, so it should really be going faster since we can pick those different things. But I know there's a lot of opinion on that, which at the end of the day, there's legal and illegal, and then there's opinion on all this stuff. So yeah, let's let it drive, see how it does, and see if we can discern any actual improvements in this version. Coming up to this first stop sign here, the braking feels really good. That whole stretch was handled really nicely. And I am going to comment a lot on the braking here because Cybertruck in older FSD versions, when it first got FSD, braking was horrendous. So we do have somebody coming. We could go. Well, nice. Yeah, that's fast enough. You need to pick up your speed here. But we had plenty of room back there for that person. So yeah, nice job skirting through there. Earlier, if you've been watching my Cybertruck FSD videos, the braking was just really bad. It would brake late more than half the time. I had it in the first versions of FSD on Cybertruck, like trigger the automatic emergency braking on itself because it would brake so late. The automatic emergency braking is a separate system from FSD, so that system will trigger whether I'm driving or whether FSD is driving if it thinks that, you know, we're getting too close to something. And so several times FSD actually initiated automatic emergency braking in the Cybertruck, which is a terrible, unpleasant experience. Man, really nice with that left turn as well. But I'm happy to say that that has not happened in a long, long, long time. Since some of the first FSD updates we've received on Cybertruck. So I've been a lot happier with Cybertruck in these latest updates, maybe starting with like 13.2.5-ish. Hard to pinpoint exactly where. I'd have to go back and watch my videos and listen to my own talking, which is never pleasant to really, get a grip on exactly when that switched over. But I've been a lot happier. Approaching another stop sign here feels really nice, really gentle braking, keeping a good distance away from the person in front of us. I would pretty much say braking on Cybertruck has actually been fixed. It's so much nicer now. So we'll make our full stop at the line there, and we'll creep up. We can go. There's someone to our left. Oh, now we cannot, but they're turning, so they're good. And then we got a few cars to our right here. Again, I don't know exactly how that camera I placed back there is going to pick those up, but 1, 2, 3, 4, and after this last person is clear, we start moving as they pass us. Very nice. I would like a little more pickup in the acceleration there, especially this road has high-speed cross traffic going 50, 60 miles an hour. The takeoff is very gentle and comfortable, but when you're going onto a road or going through a road that has such fast traffic, I really feel like I want, let's get out of there. I think it's, important to kind of get up to speed there. So, but it's just kind of nitpicky things. So far, this drive has been perfect. Very nice. All right, here we go, entering the highway. I'm not gonna lie, I would have introed the highway entrance a little earlier, but I was just looking around, enjoying myself. I'm like, yo, I'm making a video here. You do really just start to chill out. I mean, we're still paying attention. I'm ready to take over at any time. But I'm looking here and looking a little over there, just kind of checking out the traffic and stuff. So you really can kind of chill out and relax as long as you're still ready to take over, which, is pretty easy to do. So beautiful highway entrance here. I'm debating, I think I'm gonna go to standard only because standard will still get up to, so let's check my top speed right now. It's 80, so we'll leave it at that. I'm good with that. Standard will still sometimes get to my top speed, which is cool. I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't need to be at 80. I'm good with like 75 to 80 range. That's why I kind of like the setup here where it kind of picks a speed it thinks is appropriate. But I like hurry because it will confidently and quickly pass slower traffic. But what I don't like about hurry is it will camp the left lane. So I really need like a hurry light mode or something where, yes, it will go quick. And again, this is personal preference. I'm telling you just what I prefer because not everyone's gonna want this. It will keep up with traffic. It'll go around slower traffic, use the left lane when it needs it, but not camp the left lane. And I get the argument that if there's no one around, who cares if it's in the left lane? And I almost kind of agree with that. But the problem is, people in the left lane will sometimes go, even going 80, people will come up on me so fast in the left lane that, yes, the Cybertruck or Model Y, whatever, FSD can respond to someone behind you in the left lane and move out of their way. But it's just sometimes a little too slow. Even if it's a good, reasonable movement over, it turns turn signal on in time. Some of these people are going so fast, they'll come up on you and then they'll just pass you on the right, because they're going so fast they don't want to slow down. So that's, camping the left lane is just never a good idea. So that's really my only gripe with hurry mode on the highway, is it just gets stuck there too often. Off highway, I'm pretty much always in hurry mode because there's no left lane to camp. And I like the fact that the car really gets around and doesn't, delay its movements too much. So you can see here, standard mode, 76, we're chilling in the middle. This is like exactly what I want. I don't need to swerve around everyone, but if we come up to someone going 60, I do want to get around them. So yeah, we'll let standard mode take the highway here and maybe leave it, maybe flip it back when we get off the highway, just see how we feel. Now here's another thought I have about using FSD daily like this in these familiar scenarios. Again, if you're downtown taking a taxi from one spot to the other, you're not going to care or notice. But when you have your personal car and you're taking your personal routes that you take every day, you learn about the route. I've talked about this before. This particular part of the highway right here, I know that pretty much every day, even though this is the fast lane, which again, please move over, you're going so slow. Even though this is the fast lane we're in right now, this lane will usually get some traffic in it and get backed up at some point. And so it's better and easier to move over and sit in the right lane, even though traditionally it's slower. In this area, it usually ends up being faster. And so you can see right there, somebody passed us on the right because we're camping the left lane. And that's why I didn't choose hurry, because I don't want to camp the left lane. So we'll report it. Hopefully that type of data is good enough. There we go. We're speeding up a little bit here. Usually FSD will get the hint when people come up behind you and either move over or speed up. But yeah, it's doing right now. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not going super slow. But again, just should not be sitting here. People should not be passing us on the right. It's not a good look. There we go. So we got the turn signal turned on to get out of the passing lane there. As soon as we started passing that person, love that indication that doesn't wait until it's past them. It's like right as we're about to pass them, turn signal comes on, then you make the move, get out of everybody's way there. So this positioning is much better. Now this, going 10 under is, no, this is awful. Like, what are we doing here? How is this standard mode? So this is getting another report. Oh, not a calendar, a report. And now we got someone coming up on our left. And again, this traffic merging on is not in our way, luckily. But why 62? And it shows the speed limit is 70 on the display there. Very strange. So we're finally speeding up here. Very strange when it does those weird slow things like that, and then it's like it snaps out of it. Like, oh, sorry, I was texting, you know what I mean, or something. It's like it was thinking about something else, and then it realized, like, oh, we're supposed to be going a little faster here. So this is where, for me, again, personal opinion, I want to go a little faster. I know we're already going, oh, hey, look, it's listening to me. I know we're going slightly over the speed limit, whatever, but you can see traffic is just passing us and passing us. There's even somebody here towing a trailer who's about to pass us. And it's just like, it just doesn't fit in that much. And that's exactly what hurry mode's for, right? And normally I would keep it on, but it sits in the left lane for way too long. It doesn't always move out of the way to let people by in hurry mode, like we saw earlier in the video. So when I'm making a video where I want to let FSD do its thing and kind of show you how it's behaving and not show you my driving style and not show you me driving, I don't want to keep it in hurry mode because the chances of me, you know, not doing anything are lower, I think. Whereas when I'm just daily driving, I leave it in hurry mode on the highway because if, you know, it's in the way or whatever, I can just boop, click that button, it'll move over, or I can take over for a minute, you know, and drive for a minute, whatever. Not that I need to, but it's just a personal preference. Try not to be rude to the people in the passing lane, and also a little bit of input, a little bit of data input to show like, yeah, no, you're not about to imminently collide with something, but your etiquette's not the best and you're kind of in the way. All right, so here we go for the exit. Turn signal is a little early, a little awkward, but who cares? That doesn't really matter. I'd rather have it too early than too late, that's for sure. Beautiful, smooth exit. Just could not have been, I mean, this whole drive has been really smooth, really, really good. And, you know, if you've been following the Cybertruck videos, it just was not, it was not it. It was not it in the Cybertruck with FSD. And it is so much better than it has been. And who knows, you know, everyone's like, oh, it's driving data. There's only so many Cybertrucks on the road, blah, blah, blah. And like, I'm sure that's part of it, but you know, then at the same time, Tesla keeps talking about, we're going to license FSD to these other people. And everyone thinks Ford's going to be the first to license it. And like, okay, they had Cybertrucks on the road for almost a year, their own vehicle, before they could get FSD on it. There are no Fords that have the camera setup of Tesla's FSD right now. So you're telling me they're going to announce a deal like, oh, Ford's going to license FSD. And then next year, they're going to start rolling out the cars, you know, with that camera setup. And then the year after that, they'll finally have FSD. I mean, you know, better late than never, I guess, but it's going to be a while. That's all I'm saying. So this lane ends. This lane turns into a right turn only lane. So we really should be moving over. There you go. And it's just, again, like, is that terrible? No. But if it gets too congested and people get in your way, you're not going to be able to move over, you know, when it's time to do that. So it's good that it did it. But, you know, again, you just take the first opportunity you can in case traffic starts to build up. But Cybertruck FSD was able to get over without any awkwardness. Man, Cybertruck is fitting in really nicely here. Speed limit 55. People will go up to 70 on this road. And we're going a little over 60 here, which is great. You know, there's a few things in driving you got to follow. I think number one over everything else is safety. like even above following the law. Because like, let's say you have a green light and there's a car broken down in the middle of the intersection. You're not going to plow into them because you have a green light, right? It's not safe. So you would stop, even though technically you go on a green light, whatever. So number one, I think, is safety. Number two, I think, is following the law. You got to kind of do what the law says as long as it's safe. And then number three, what I think is pretty important is fitting in with the drivers around you. It's something I've talked about pretty much this whole time we've been doing this. You don't want to confuse the people around you. You don't want to make them mad because it just causes weirdness and congestion and, can cause like problems further down the road. And FSD is getting so much better at that third part. Safety's been good for a while. It's been getting better and better, but let's check this out. So we have to make a complete stop, which sucks at this intersection, and then go, 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 go. Hey, let's do it. So this one is another one where, like, you need to blast faster because people are coming at 60 miles an hour. But man, that was beautiful. Well, folks, we have our last turn coming up here. It's a right turn. I don't want to jinx it, but it's looking like we are going to have our first ever zero intervention, zero disengagement drive on the way home. I've been doing this drive for over 4 years now, and I have never, ever, ever had a zero intervention drive. And so to finally have that is actually pretty crazy. So yeah, a little steering wheel wiggle at the end there. I'm so surprised. I just can't believe it actually happened. I'm very happy with that. Here's the stats. We got 33 miles under the belt. We've done that drive many times. Oh, we got a person up here. Don't mess up now. There you go. It's starting to slow down for them. I'm gonna move over. So I'm just gonna put my hand here. Always do, the safe thing. We're going uphill. Very good dog there. That dog stayed still. So went around her with plenty of space and everything. Very nice. It's being a little cautious going up and down these hills, which is great. Awesome. I mean, I can't believe that actually happened. It's been so many years, and I've never had zero intervention drive. There's always been like a turn signal or a change in the speed or having to press the accelerator because it's going too slow. And you know what? The other notable thing about this, it's not like it did really crappily and I just happened to grit my teeth through it. It was a good drive. It was a good drive. I had my nitpicking complaints here and there, but they were just personal preference at the end of the day. If someone was sitting in the back seat, not paying any attention, they wouldn't notice a thing. They would just be at their destination. So really happy with that performance. Hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure you check out the next video. It's going to be a little more intense, and you will see me in FSD in that one.